Hello, my name is Jared Ludlow, the Publications Director at the BYU Religious Studies Center, your weekly resource for gospel scholarship. And today we're going to talk about some resources that can accompany your Come Follow Me study for July 4th through 10th, 2 Kings 2 through 7. The first is called Follow the Prophet, 8 Principles from 1st and 2nd Kings. This was written by Ronald Bartholomew, and it comes from a religious educator article. As you can tell from the title, he goes through 8 different principles that he pulls out from these 2 books of Scripture that we can apply to our own understanding of prophets and their roles. The first couple of them have to do with Elijah, and so things that we've recently studied in Come Follow Me. But then most of the rest of them deal with Elisha and some of his ministry. And these include giving your best to the Lord first, prophets stand for the truth, prophets tell us what we need to hear, the mantle fits, wear it, and that's of course talking about Elisha beginning his ministry, replacing Elijah, bear with the difficult teachings of prophets, and he deals with the story of the bear and the people mocking the prophet Elisha. 6, make room for the prophet in your life. He talks about Elisha and the Shunammite woman, and that she literally made a room so that the prophet could have a place to rest and stay when he was passing through. 7, prophets often teach through small and simple means. And he relates the story of Naaman, the Syrian, who bathes in the River Jordan to be healed from leprosy. And finally, prophets see what we do not. And this is the story of Elisha and others seeing the chariots of fire and other helpers that they had from heavenly hosts in a battle against the Syrian army. And so these principles are pulled from these, basically the stories of Elijah and Elisha and their ministries among the people. The second article is called Symbolic Action as Prophecy in the Old Testament. This is by Donald Perry, who is a Hebrew professor here at BYU. And it comes from a Sperry Symposium presentation. And in this article, he talks about how prophets at various times have done certain actions that actually are prophetic of things to come, such as cutting up an animal and the symbolism behind that, or specifically in the case of things happening in 1st and 2nd Kings, Elijah dividing the waters of the Jordan River by smiting them with his mantle, which then led to the passing through the Jordan River. Elisha casting salt into a spring to heal its bitter waters. And then at the very end, he has a very helpful chart that goes through and lists a lot of these different symbolic actions of prophets and what kind of speech formulae they have associated with them, what object or person is used as a symbol, what is the symbolic action that occurred, and then what prophecy does that then foreshadow. And so, for example, he talks about Elijah casting his mantle upon Elisha that represented the future fulfillment that Elisha would succeed Elijah as a prophet and wear this prophetic mantle.